I'm Monty with the Bill David Show and Bill David Studios out of Austin, Texas, and welcome to our Chroma Key on a Budget overview video. In this video, we will cover It's All About Lighting, camera setup and configuration, green screen, backdrops, and muslins, how to broadcast live Chroma Key on Skype, MSN, etc. A few areas that caused me a great deal of grief, and getting to the next level. I will delve into each of these sections in more depth in subsequent videos, so please subscribe to my YouTube page for updates. Let's see the actual studio setup, shall we? Okay, so welcome to the studio, everybody. This is how I set my white balance. Put a sheet of white paper where the subject is going to be sitting. You zoom in on it and manually set your white balance. I'm going to tell you this at least 3 more times in this video because it is just that critical. Ideally, you want to have your subject sit in the location and hold the sheet of paper and zoom in on it. Since I'm by myself, I use the box. Okay, so 2,000 watts is a lot of light, folks. So over here I have a work light stand that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's for about $44. Let's see. Here I have 200 watts of fluorescent bulbs, you know, the compact little swirly fluorescents, and 2 lamp shades. Let's see, I'll get to where this is in just a moment. First of all, the only lights you want to be using are your backdrop lights and your subject lights. Turn all other lights, and your backlight, which I'll get to in a minute. All other lights off, drapes closed, ceiling fans off, anything that would cast a shadow on your backdrop, because that's going to make keying that color out extremely difficult. Another example, glass top table here. I had it here, it was reflecting light onto the backdrop, which was causing me problems, so I just moved that over here. Let's talk about the stand. This stand I made out of PVC pipe from instructions I obtained from lifesaprayer.com. Thank you, sir, for those instructions. They worked amazingly well. One note, you will want to use some JB weld on some of these lower portions down here because it tends to rock back and forth and get real floppy if you don't. In fact, I still need to do that. Okay, another thing, clips. Let's see. You can get away with using a minimum of 4 clips, but you want 6 ideally, maybe even 8, to get all the wrinkles out of your backdrop. You may wish to also employ a handy garment steamer to make it just absolutely perfectly smooth. Trust me, the more time you spend in preparing your backdrop, getting it evenly lit, and setting your white balance. It's going to save you an enormous amount of time in post-production. Now, okay, so this is where I sit as the subject when I was shooting this video. Obviously I was zoomed in for those shots. There is 18 feet between the camera and the backdrop. I'm positioned pretty much in the middle. I'm sitting slightly ahead of my backdrop lights so they're not lighting me. And okay, so here I have 200 watts and 2 separate lamps of fluorescent light, same color. Over here I have 300 watts and 3 different bulbs, same color. Why do I emphasize same color? Well, went to Walmart to purchase the bulbs, and I got 2 daylight and some cool blue. Well, the daylight color is kind of a yellow color. The cool blue is obviously a little blue. Yellow and blue make what? Green. That caused me a lot of problems. In fact, I should have mentioned that in my problem areas. Okay, I'm going to change angles on the studio set, or my living room, so you can see how I've positioned the backlight. Okay, so this is another angle on the set. Let's have a look. What I want to point out here is the backlight, which I shot these videos at set at 500 watts. You might be able to get away with 250. I'm not sure. I've been having some green spill problems. I just noticed that one of my backlights is burned out. So I don't know when that happened. We still appear to be somewhat evenly lit. But that caused me problems. Okay, and yes. Okay. Green poster board from Walmart, which probably looks white with all this light. And bright green, lime green sheets from Target. Okay. These actually contain a whole lot of red. Now if you're in a very confined space, you can get away with using this green poster board, but it's very reflective and it actually contains a lot of red. These sheets are also quite reflective and also contain a lot of red. Don't use this in this setup here. That just won't fly at all. You can get away with using this green poster board, but you're going to have to back it way down on the lights. I mean, you're looking at maybe shooting, tape 4 or 6 of these together to make your backdrop, but then you're only going to point 200 to 400 watts of fluorescent lights at it. That will work, but it won't give you the quality that I'm showing you here today. I use a JVC MiniDV camera, which captures color at 4:1:1. I won't get into the details of all that, but it's not as good as, say, a 3 CCD camera. I'm shooting this with manual exposure set up to. Manually set your white balance. This is a critical area and caused me a great deal of grief before I finally figured that out. You might want to zoom in only enough to remove your backdrop edges, or just play with it in order to get the shot that you want. What is actually being recorded is much different than what you will see on your camcorder LCD. So go ahead and try to record something before you get discouraged.